Too busy to keep up with the news? We've got you covered with the latest breaking stories, trending headlines, and key updates from across Guyana in under 10 minutes. Subscribe to keep up with the news, share, and drop us a super thanks to show support. And now for today's top news highlights. 4 Guyanese arrested in drug bust off the West African coast. Guyanese patients' records will be strictly confidential under new data protection law. Guyana Human Rights Association raises alarm over Melissa Atwell's arrest. Guyanese can expect the 2025 elections closer to year-end. And GoFundMe set up to help pay for Melly Mel's legal defense. Alrighty, let's get to the details. 4 Guyanese arrested in drug bust off the West African coast. 4 Guyanese nationals were among 6 people arrested following the discovery of 6.3 tons of cocaine aboard a vessel operating off the West African coast and flying the Guyana flag. The drug bust resulted from an operation set up by the French authorities with the help of the Guyana government, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit, CANU. Guyana's Foreign Affairs Ministry confirmed the arrests. A Colombian and a Dominican who were also aboard the vessel were detained. Last week, $37 million worth of cocaine was seized from a vessel in Trinidad and Tobago. The vessel traveled out of Guyana. The drug bust resulted from an intelligence-led operation by the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, the DEA, Port of Spain Office, the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard, the U.S. Joint Interagency Task Force South Command, and the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. Guyanese patients' records will be strictly confidential under new data protection law. Guyanese can expect full protection and privacy of their health information under the Data Privacy for Electronic Health Records system. This is according to the Ministry of Health. The Electronic Health Records System is a system for digitally storing patients' medical records and will be protected by the data protection law on how patients' medical records should be handled. The law requires patients' medical data to be kept confidential by doctors, clinics, and hospitals. Protected documents and records include the patient's medical history, medical conditions, test results, lab test results, medications, and treatments. The new medical record storage system allows healthcare professionals to access patient records across a national network. This cuts out the need for physical copies of lab results and other personal patient records, thereby enhancing patient privacy. The Guyana Human Rights Association raises alarm over Melissa Atwell's arrest. The Guyana Human Rights Association has voiced concern over the arrest of social media personality Melissa Atwell, known as Melly Mel, by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement ICE. Last we heard, Atwell was transferred to Richwood Correctional Facility in Louisiana. This is said to be the same facility where high-profile detainees like Columbia University protester Mahmoud Khalil are held. The Human Rights Association highlighted that Atwell's criticism of the government has led to libel suits, including one from Attorney General Anil Nandlal.
Anil, I speak the truth. Everything I said, everything that all the information that you would have gotten to me through a third party,
There are suspicions that Melly Mel's detention by ICE may be linked to her open criticisms of the current political establishment. Reports suggest the woman may face deportation. Opposition parties have condemned her detention, viewing it as an attack on free speech and political dissent.
Okay, you said in your live that, people here in the US think that we are allowed to do things and to say things via social media, and they will be no repercussion, or we're not going to be punished, and so. And I speak the truth.
The Guyana Human Rights Association went on to criticize the Guyana government's cold response, noting that Barajactio claimed last Thursday that he was unaware of Atwell's run-in with the highly feared U.S. Immigration Law Enforcement Agency. Guyanese can expect the 2025 elections closer to year-end. Guyanese can gear up to cast their ballots at Guyana's next regional and general elections. If there is any doubt, Guyana's President Irfan Ali reassured citizens that elections will run off, quote, within the constitutional time frame. That time frame, he says, is by year end. Ali noted that, quote, constitutionally, I still have a lot of time. Ali further stated, quote, what you can be assured of is that this government will not go a single day beyond its constitutional mandate. The president made the remarks over the weekend. The regional and general elections give Guyanese a chance to choose a political party to run the country, as well as the presidential candidate. The last elections were held in March 2020. And finally, for this evening, GoFundMe set up to help pay for Melly Mel's legal defense. A GoFundMe campaign has been launched on behalf of Melissa Melly Mel Atwell Holder. Proceeds from the campaign are intended to cover her legal expenses as she remains in detention in the U.S. This is according to reports coming out of Guyana. Atwell Holder expressed gratitude for the support on her Facebook page, stating that her legal battle represents a broader fight against corruption and injustice. The campaign, said to be managed by her family, has already racked up contributions from supporters. As of March 17, this evening, the campaign raised over $33,000 from 446 donations. Melly Mel, widely referred to as a social activist, has been vocal about what she describes as the misuse of public funds and wealth inequality in Guyana. Her criticisms often targeted powerful figures within the political establishment, leading supporters to believe that legal action is being used to silence her. Well, guys, that's all for now. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out the videos on our channel page. And yes, come back for the next Guyana News highlights. See you soon.